Peyton Adams here with the two-time Texas State champion, 2021 All-State freshman team, 2022 All-State team, and 2023 undefeated district champion. I don't have time to run down the AAU achievements, but Frisco Panther Creek's varsity player Angel Appleberry. Angel, you and a loaded ProSkills team just finished your last AAU season. Tell me, how do you feel about this squad and playing in your last season on the circuit?
The feeling is definitely bittersweet. Like, the type of bond I've had with this team was like nothing I've ever had before. And a lot of people know in AAU it's strictly business and nothing more. So there's no time for bonding, no time for making friends, none of that. But with this team, it was different. Like, every practice and every time we saw each other, we always have fun. Like, over time, we just turned into family. And that's like the main reason why I'm so glad I decided to stay with ProSkills for my last season.
What are your greatest strengths as a basketball player?
I would say being able to adapt in different situations into different type of players. I've been playing basketball for many years, and I've learned that you have to be able to read and react quickly. I also feel like my communication skills are also one of my greatest strengths. Like, one thing about me, I always ask questions. I always have to know what's going on, like what type of plays we run in, what needs to be ran at a certain time, what defense we in, etc.
How would you describe your work ethic?
I believe that I always have something to fix or something to work on in my game, and I feel like that helps me keep pushing and working hard. In a few years back, I had a coach teach me about true work ethic, and it's all about discipline, and that's engraved in the back of my mind. So every time I'm in the gym or something, I'm always thinking of that discipline that I have to help me keep me focused and help me strive to be a better version of myself.
What is your greatest accomplishment as a basketball player?
For me, I would say definitely winning state as a freshman. That year for me as a whole was mentally and physically challenging. The expectations were already high for us considering the fact that the teams before us had won state back-to-back. And, you know, being a freshman on varsity is a big deal, so I had to push myself the entire season just to make sure I can contribute to my team. And at the end, it was all worth it. And I want to say at the time, I didn't realize it, but looking back, that was the greatest feeling in the world because nobody can take that away from you. And it was like, I don't know, the feeling was just immaculate.
How would your coaches and teammates describe you?
I've had a few coaches tell me that I'm very passionate about what I do because of how hard I am on myself. And whenever I have a bad game or my team has a bad game, in the back of my mind, I'm always like, dang, like, what could I have done to do better? If I would have made this shot, would it have made a difference? Like, all the other things. And I want to say that's one of my greatest strengths because I always hold myself accountable, but that can always be my biggest downfall as well.
When you're not practicing or competing, how do you spend your free time?
Although I do value my alone time and keeping to myself in my room, I recently just moved to a new school and made some amazing friends that also play basketball, so I'm usually in the gym with them.
How do you keep your teammates feeling positive and motivated during a loss?
Oh baby, we don't lose. No, I'm just I'm just playing. But I'm that type of teammate that's always cheering us on, always fighting to the last minute. I'm always uplifting my team because I know how hard we work, and it's okay to be upset because I definitely be upset sometimes too. But you can't like carry that on to the next game. Like, you have to learn from your mistakes and fix it. So I always tell them like, hey, it's okay, we good, like we got it, like, because you know you don't want the same outcome as the last one.
What do you want the college recruiters to know about you?
I want them to know that I'm a well-rounded player and I'm dedicated to what I do. Like, if there's a point in time in the game where I gotta be 6 foot in my mind and guard the biggest girl on the court, I'm gonna do that because that's just how I am, and I'm always up for a challenge. And as of being dedicated, no matter what, I will always continue to grind and work on my craft because, like I said before, it's always something I can be better at. So if I'm already good at something, I'm just gonna improve it even more.